What's up, Pisces? Welcome to Black Madonna HP's Table Etiquette, the Mirror Edition. And when I was getting your energy, Pisces, I was getting a few signs. First song was it takes two to make a thing go right. And then the other one was I'm talking to the man in the mirror, right? If you look at your thumbnail, Pisces, you are you're in the spiritual realm, but you got one foot in, one foot out, right? You got one foot in and one foot out. And then there's this whole other person. I feel like you got your shadow side, you got your true authentic self, but you got this other side of you that you don't allow anyone to see, and you compartmentalize this side of you. This is like a side of you that you don't show to the public. This is like your hidden, I don't want to say hidden fears. You know how people, they'll be school teachers, or they'll be, some type of political leader or whatever, and they show that face. They could be like a pastor or whatever the case may be. But then at the end of the day, they watching pornography on television. It's like that type of energy. Like there's this whole other side to you, Pisces, that nobody knows about. So you have the face that you show us. You have this other side that you don't show nobody. And then you have your higher self, your spiritual side. So let's go ahead and get into this message. Let's see what your higher self wants you to know, Pisces. Beloved, what's going on with Pisces? What's going on with Pisces in the mirror edition? What's going on with Pisces? What's going on with Pisces, love? Manifest. So you're tapped in. Spiritually, you're tapped in. You're able to bring things into manifestations. But, wow, that came quick. But, Pisces, some of the things that you want aren't coming to manifestation because of this third person on the left-hand side. Okay? This is that side that you don't show the public. You know, those, ooh, wow. Those freaky things that you may do behind closed doors that you think no one would ever find out. Nobody will ever know. You know, it could be whatever. It doesn't have to be freaky things, but I don't know why that's the first thing that came to my mind. But whatever that is that you do behind closed doors, that part of yourself is the reason why all your manifestations aren't coming in. What else, love? Intuition. And the last one, please. Strength and go within. Wow, that one stuck in. That go within, but I'm going to take it. Okay, so your intuition, your third eye is supposed to be open, beloved, right? But it's ironic that you have intuition, which is your third eye opening, but then you also have go within, which means that you neglect a lot of times your spiritual self, which once again, your spiritual self is kind of coming through a little upset, a little angry. Matter of fact, the way your energy feels as far as your higher self, it's more of a disappointment type energy. It's like your higher self is saying, you better than that. You better than that choice you made. You better than what you're doing behind closed doors. You better than that, right? So it's like, man, Pisces, you are a powerhouse energy, but what are you doing? What is this third person doing in your energy? This is supposed to be the mirror edition. It's only supposed to be you and your higher self, but you've got this hidden person, this hidden individual. Okay, for those hidden things that you do that you don't want nobody to know you do. You know, those things that, like I said, freaky things you do late at night, whatever it is. Right? Whatever it is that you don't want the public to know. Why is that thing in your energy? Why is it the loudest energy in your reading? You want to know why, Pisces? Because these are the things that you think that you're hiding, but it's not hidden from your true authentic self. It's not hidden from the eyes of beloved. Like everybody in the spiritual realm can see what you do that you think no one knows about. Okay? These could be things, even Pisces, oh my goodness, things that you may have forgot that you did, or things that you did wrong to other people, and you think that is forgotten just because it don't affect you. but it's affecting somebody else, Pisces. And this is what they're still looking at. And then with this strength energy, it's funny how you have somehow in this, what your higher self is coming through saying, it's funny how you have found the strength to forget about it or remove it out of your thinking or your life, but it's still affecting other people. It's funny how these things that you do in this third person energy, like you don't think anyone will ever know or anyone will ever find out. And I'm hoping that beloved is not getting ready to come through and talking about this third person, this other side of you, because this isn't even your shadow side. This is the person that's in the material, right, that you hide from the public. I hope this isn't a reading about beloved is getting ready to expose everything you do in the dark is getting ready to come to light. But let's go ahead and get into more of your shadow self and see what else you need to know. And like I said, this is triggering. This is the mirror. So this is what people don't want to know. So, beloved, what else does Pisces need to know, love? Wow. What else? Guilt. Damn. Right away. Guilt. Think about a time when you felt guilt. What was happening? Why do I feel like this is a buried energy, Pisces? You know, one thing about beloved and the law of spirituality is that even though you may have forgotten, karma hasn't. And whatever this guilt is, this guilty feeling, something that you did, because it's talking about, think about a time when you felt guilty. What was happening? So this is like some type of trespass against someone's, something you may have forgotten or something that you've done, but I'm sorry. This is something that's getting ready to come up. And like I said, I hope that this third person, because you see how that third person on the left is looking at you, Pisces. It's like, yeah, so you don't want people to know about it. You know, I'll say this is like, you know, DL men, okay? It's this whole other person and they got a wife and they've been hidden in the shadows for so long and they tired of it and they come knocking at the door and reveal themselves. It's like that type of energy in the spiritual, okay? What else, love? What else does Pisces need to know, beloved? Wow. Defensiveness. When do you tend to get defensive? Is this like if someone brings up a certain topic, right? And maybe it's in something in relation to something you feel guilty about, Pisces. Is this when you get defensive? Or when do you tend to get defensive? When do you tend to get triggered, Pisces? What is it that triggers you? Okay? Because I feel like whatever that thing is that triggers you is something that you feel guilty about, beloved. Maybe you haven't dealt with your shadow self regarding this or your higher self regarding this, but it's like it's coming out for you to deal with. Okay, now is the time. Okay, it's a whole new year. How long is this going to be in the dark? Okay, and then inner voice. What inner voice do you try to silence? Wow. And you are a Piscean. You are the psychic of the tarot. This is why intuition is here with the third eye, because your third eye is open. And I'm wondering, like, why is beloved telling the psychics to go within? It's because you have been trying to silence your inner voice because of that person that's on the left-hand side of the screen. You know, that person that be doing all that stuff that they not supposed to be doing and they know it and I don't think anybody ever gonna find out. Yeah, that person. And this is why you try to silence your intuition, your inner voice, because you're like, no one's ever going to find it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, this is going to trigger y'all like hell. But I got it, man. It's the mirror edition, okay? Childhood trauma, okay? What experience did you have as a child that impacted you in a negative way? Why was it so traumatic, right? And this is something, Pisces, I feel like this is something that you may feel guilty about. You might also feel defensive. And for some of you, because not all of you are the perpetrator. in this matter. But for some of you guys are the perpetrator, and whatever matter it was, it doesn't have to be, you know, when we use perpetrator, I can't say it on TikTok, but you know when we use perpetrator. But for some of you guys, you had a hand in something, right? You allowed something to happen to someone else and you didn't help them, or you didn't try and, you know, ensure that it didn't happen. But there's something from your childhood that's coming up, beloved. And this is why that third person is there again, because these are things that you try to hide, that you think that God don't see, that beloved don't see, that, I don't know, the universe don't see. Whoever you believe in, you think that offense happened and nobody seen it and everything is fine and dandy. It might have been 20 years ago, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it was. But it's like your higher self in the spiritual realm is coming through and saying, hey, you know, it's time to deal with this. You know, you think we forgot. We haven't forgotten about this and what part you played in it, what role you played in it. It's time for you to deal with this. And then at the bottom of the deck is no fears. If you had no doubts, no worries, or no fears of the unknown, what would you do? What would you do if you weren't afraid? So this is something that you fear. Something that you fear that's going to come out. Something that you fear that you're going to have to face or deal with one day. But this is part of your secret self. This is part of yourself that only you know about. You know, you haven't told your best friends, you haven't told your husband or your, you know, whoever about this incident, this thing that happened. And whatever this thing that happened, Pisces, I don't feel like it was a good thing. And I feel like you had power enough to stop it, or power enough to not to let it happen. But whatever it was, man, don't let beloved bring it out the closet now. Okay? Take care of it. Okay? What else does Pisces need to know, love? What else? The Ace of Pentacles. What else, love? The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Six of Pentacles. Ooh, and the World in reverse. Whatever this thing was from your childhood, Pisces, that you thought was over, it's not over, beloved. This world is still in reverse. This is still an open matter. This hasn't been judged yet, per se, Pisces. You haven't received, you haven't received your karma for this yet. With this Six of Pentacles, it's like, beloved, is still giving you an opportunity to try to make something right with whoever this person is, whoever this individual is. It's something. I feel like, Pisces, you try to forget about this thing. You try to act like it didn't happen, or like you didn't play a role, or like you didn't play a part in it. And beloved's like, no, the world is still in reverse. I have not closed that out. I have not handed out karma for it, or whatever the case may be. Okay? It could have been something to, with this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in reverse, oh my goodness. It was childhood too. Clarify this Ace of Pentacles, because I don't even want to dive into that energy right away. Wow, the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords. This is something, this wasn't okay. This was something that was taken. And I don't want to say necessarily virginity or something like that, but with this Ace of Pentacles, what's more valuable than that? Okay? So this was some type of, you know, virginity that was taken or something like that. Someone used to sneak or creep in someone's bedroom, or something used to happen. I don't know if you were the older sibling, younger sibling. I'm sorry, the mirror is always triggering. And I'm sorry for those of you that endured it. But the mirror reading is always triggering. I don't know what role you played. If you, I don't know, Pisces. But whatever it was, beloved, feels like you could have did something to change the outcome of the matter, but you chose not to do anything about it. You chose self, and you allowed someone else to suffer. Okay? It's disheartening. The Five of Cups and the Page of Wands. This is definitely, oh my goodness. In the Page of Wands, somebody used to get chased by the literal boogeyman at night, right? The motherfucker that was in the house doing stuff to people they ain't had no business doing, right? The boogeyman, right? And wow. Someone looked away, Pisces, and act like they didn't see anything, didn't know anything. For whatever reason, someone didn't say anything or help this child, this person, when they were going through this taking of their prize, possession, right? And you had power to do it, Pisces, and you didn't help. And like I said, beloved, you think that cycle has closed out. Like you're never gonna pay for that, right? But beloved keeps talking about Pisces had the power to change the whole dynamic of the situation, but they didn't do it. They chose themselves, right? And like I said, the world is in the world is in reverse. This ain't done, Pisces. It could have, like I said, could have been 20, 15, 10 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. But for the world to be in reverse, beloved ain't done. Beloved has not put a period there yet. Like, wow, this is still finna come up and come around. And it might be coming up in the year 2025 since it's coming out in the reading. Okay? Why is the world here? Oh, the Queen of Wands. Why do I feel like, wow, and the Nine of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Why do I feel like this is going to be the year, Pisces, that whoever this individual was, this person, your sister, your brother, your cousin, whoever it was that you left in that situation and didn't help them, right? Whoever this individual was, this is the year where the shit hits the fan. Okay, and I don't feel like you're going to be prepared for it because this person has gone through life. They've strengthened themselves. They're thriving, whatever, but they have not forgot the shit that you did. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's a big trigger warning. But this person, when they talk, they got power in their voice now. They're not that little weak because they went from a Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. Okay, so they were a child back then and maybe they couldn't really voice the way they felt towards you. But right now with this Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands come with passion, come with that fire. Been on told you some shit that hurt your feelings, right? That's the Queen of Wands energy. They come, they speak their mind, they're boisterous and they're bold, right? Just think about it. You ever met Meek, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius? No? So this is the energy, whoever this person is, this is the energy that they're coming in. And wow, maybe this is why you're going to get defensive or feel defensive, because I feel like this person is coming straight raw. Like, bitch, you could have did something, or, you know, it just comes out of nowhere. I feel like, Pisces, you're not even expecting this. You may have thought that this individual person forgot, but this person has not forgotten. And you know what? Even though they're powerful now, even though they're strong now, they are still facing the consequences from what happened to them. But they're an overcomer. Okay? They haven't let it consume them. But they getting ready, Pisces, I'm sorry, but they getting ready to consume your ass. When they start spitting this fire out their mouth and tell you how they feel, and in that moment, how you could have did something and changed the dynamics, and why did you leave me? Why didn't you help me? That's going to break your heart, like literally. Like, it's going to put you to shame. It's going to make you feel so horrible. But maybe that's also that person that's on the left-hand side that's getting ready to come out of the woodworks and come out of nowhere on you, Pisces. I mean, I'm sorry. Like I said, this is triggering, but it has to come out, love. Okay? Beloved, what's the power messages for Pisces? I'm sorry. I get passionate about things. I got a fire placement. So what's the power message for Pisces, please? Change. What are 5 ways you have changed in the past 10 years? And I wonder why, beloved, is asking you this question, Pisces, about What are 5 ways you've changed in the past 10 years? Because everybody changed, supposedly. But have you not changed to the point where, you haven't decided to ask a person for forgiveness or to repent of your sins? Or, like, have you been the same person the past 10 years? Like, I wonder why beloved is asking you this question. Okay. What else, love? What else for Pisces? Self-discovery. What do you fear most about self-discovery? Wow. That one, beloved, I feel like whoever this Queen of Wands energy is going to hold a mirror up to your face, right? And then the other thing I noticed doing your reading, Pisces, is your shadow self is very quiet. Your shadow hasn't come through much in this reading, and I'm wondering why. I wonder if your shadow is standing back and really giving you the downloads through your dreams and your intuition, and allowing for you to take the lead from there. Maybe giving you the tools you need. But Pisces, somebody's getting ready to hold a mirror up to you, love. And you are going to have to face parts of yourself that maybe you have forgotten about, parts of yourself that you've buried, parts of yourself that you haven't wanted to look at. But someone is definitely not pleased with you. And they're like, Pisces, you think I forgot. I haven't forgotten. Okay? Let me get one more for Pisces. Needs. Wow. What are needs you have that have been neglected? How can you establish your needs and standards more strongly in life? Very interesting, these 2 questions that's coming out, because it's talking about your needs and self-discovery. But is it... This is almost hard to say to a Pisces, though. But is it a need, Pisces, in your life right now to be more compassionate towards people? And I know you guys understand why I'm saying that. Like, you guys have a very soft heart. Like, you guys are the Queen of Cups. But for this question to talk about what are needs you have that have been neglected, is there a softer side to you, Pisces, that maybe you've neglected? Maybe you haven't been your most sensitive self, your most authentic self. Have you taken on a harsher role, a Queen of Swords? Or something? Like, just think about it, okay? It's going to be different from every one of you, but just think about that. What are needs you have that have been neglected? Okay? But either way, beloved, that is the message I have for you guys. Make sure you guys follow me, like the video, subscribe, all that type of stuff. Also, check out BlackMadonnaHP.com. You can get your tarot cards there. You can book your personal reading, all that type of stuff. If this is where it ends for you, I thank you guys so much for tapping in. Until next time, love, peace, and so take care.